My head starts throbbing, and immediately I get the overwhelming feeling of being watched. My throat feels dry, and as I look at my nails, I see they are caked in mud. I can barely mutter out the word hello as I turn my head slightly to the right. I groan silently, holding my head. Nothing was there. I was sure I saw someone out of the corner of my eye, though. I ask again if someone is there, but I get no quick reply. I can make out faint shuffling from outside the door, along with hushed whispers. "Jeffrey, Lorraine," a voice calls. "Lorraine, what have you done?" "I told you, no more muttering until—" "Relax, Beanpole." Another voice. I assumed it was that Jeffrey person. "She isn't dead, is she?" "Probably just has a small concussion," he mutters. More shuffling. "You should throw him outside with Smile." Comes yet another voice. How many people were in the other room? In my state of blindness and confusion, I decided to investigate. Quietly, I throw my legs over the bed I've been placed upon, pushing the covers back. My legs, I come to notice, are also covered in mud, but it looks more smeared on than anything. Why was I covered in mud? What happened to me? Pushing the thought to the side, I started walking, despite how much my head is telling me not to just sit down. "Where are you going?" somebody asks, and I feel a hand being placed on my shoulder. My body tenses, and I freeze. Today was the day I die. I could feel it to be so. The person who grabbed my shoulder pulls me back with a gentle hand. "The correct answer is nowhere," the man says, and I can feel a faint glimpse of him. He wore a dark orange hoodie, and his face was black. His eyes were red, but the rest of his features I missed. I couldn't believe how terribly intimidated I was by this person I had only met a few seconds ago. "Get back in bed. Now," he commanded me. I furrow my eyebrows in confusion. Did I know him from somewhere? "I think she's awake now, actually," the last voice I heard outside the door said. There was some shuffling outside. "Jeff, please go upstairs for the time being. I'm sure our guest is very confused." The first man spoke, Beanpole, I think he was called. "But go. Now," he commanded again. Within a few seconds, the strange man known as Beanpole entered the room, and I automatically realized how he got the name. He was tall, very tall. His skin was white as the snow, and his felt held no features, except for little bumps that show where his eyebrows and nose would be if he had any. I froze once more in shock and fear. The man that held onto my shoulder tightened his grip, acting as if I were about to fall at any moment. For a few seconds, I thought I might. "Relax. We won't hurt you," the man in the orange hoodie stated. For some reason, I thought he was lying to me. Based on the serious atmosphere, I decided that prediction was false. Okay, I stammer, taking a deep breath. "Please understand that keeping you in captivity was the absolute last thing I wanted to do," the tall man said. How was he talking? Then why, if I might ask, am I still here? I asked him, feeling the hand on my shoulder tighten more. Was it a warning? What had I done wrong? "We just need to be positive you won't run away and alert the police of our hideout. I figure if you spend a day or two with us, you will learn we aren't monsters and are people just like you," the tall man told me. "My name, as you might have gathered by now, is Slenderman. You may call me whatever you please. Just refrain from making ridiculous nicknames." "That Jeffrey person, he called you Beanpole earlier," I said, a quizzical expression plastered on my face. I jerked my shoulder forwards, avoiding the grip of the man behind me. It was to no avail. "Hoodie, calm yourself," Slender said to the man. Hoodie. That was a rather interesting name. It's perfectly fine for her to be a bit curious. She's the enemy? She's going to tell eventually, can't you see that? Hoodie said, anger in his tone. I shrunk back a bit, making a mental note to not get on his bad side. The two of them proceeded to have a stare down, even though it only lasted for a few seconds. Hoodie's shoulders slunk in defeat. He sighed, starting to walk to the door, shoving past me. Before he exited, he said, "It'll happen eventually. You'll see. It always does." He grumbled, walking out the door and slamming it shut behind me. Slender sighed, putting his hand to his forehead momentarily. "I apologize for his rude behavior. Until you leave, this will be your room. I've sent Toby and Ben to collect your belongings for you. I hope you come to enjoy our family," he tells me, turning on his heels and heading towards the door. He looks at me once more before opening it, then walks out, shutting it silently behind him. "Oh," I mutter, still standing in the spot where Hoodie stopped me. I found myself almost in a paralyzed state. Was it fear that locked me into place?